I hope
Okay, no
that's
problem.
okay. So what's the story? What's the apparent story, Tamir?
Yeah, so well, I've been through like a lot of suffering in my life, and I've practiced a lot of practices, a lot of meditation, self-inquiry, and lately, like um a few months ago, I started to get into non-duality, and
Yeah,
yeah, and I had like on and off glimpses, you could
yeah,
say.
yeah.
Yeah, and lately, like these few days, like 1 week or 2 weeks, I have like a lot of glimpses when it feels like I'm practicing, but
Yeah,
um, yeah, but I still have a lot of questions in my mind, and a lot of things like sound like repeatedly over and over again, and I don't sometimes I don't know what to do with that message, you know?
yeah. So how did you find this speaker and this communication?
Just just scrolling through YouTube from yeah, just non-duality speakers. I've seen a lot, so yeah, I really like
Okay.
yours, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Uh, yeah.
So what is being expressed here is that it's already done. It's already complete. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to achieve because whatever is appearing is always this. And this that is being expressed is what it's longed for, what's being sought for. So there seems to be a hiding and seeking of something, but nothing is hidden. So the glimpse that you're talking about is this. It's already appearing. So there's no you, but what's seen is that there is already this completeness, this wholeness. So whatever it is, it's always it. So it could be a glimpse, a non-glimpse, a bad day, a good day. It's always it because there's no one in it. So this is everything. So everything that you're looking at is what you're longing for. It's appearing as everything. It's appearing as your headphones. It's appearing as your um, sensations, feelings, emotions, thoughts, mind, and
Also,
everything is one.
also as also as separation, right?
Yeah, even separation is just the name for wholeness. There's no separation. So even that feeling of separateness is also a completeness, so to speak, right? So it's like everything is a dream, like a dream, like a nighttime dream. Everything that seems to appear in a nighttime dream seems to be um, real. You don't question the dream, and then when you wake up, you're like, oh, none of that happened actually. This is the same as that. In every moment, nothing happened. There's no moments at all. So this is not even happening. So this is emptiness speaking to emptiness, and
But if
emptiness
it
is.
seems,
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, if it seems like it's happening,
Yeah,
when it seems like it's happening, so it feels like it feels real. And when
yeah,
it feels real, when it's like getting um when it's getting pain or suffering or contraction, um it all feels real. So there is
yeah,
there is something that wants to drop it, you know? There is something that
yeah. But who
wants to
who is
see
that?
to see through this. Who is
Who?
that?
That's another thought. That's just another idea. It's not real. It's also the dream. It's
Yeah, but
also
if it
emptiness.
seems real, but if it seems real,
Well, in a dream, it seems also real that you're jumping from building to building or flying or dying,
yeah,
but it's not real.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
not. But if it feels real, well,
It's not real. Nothing is real. This is not about something real or something. This is about the openness of everything, the wholeness of everything. This is infinite right now. This is the infinity. This is timeless. And then nothing is real and timeless because it is forever.
Yeah, but what can I do with it if
Nothing.
So
Because it's already done. So the one that's asking the question of what can I do with it is emptiness playing hide and seeking. But it's the same thing. The hide and seeker are the same. So it's all emptiness already. That's what's being expressed. It's being exposed here. It's like you're pretending that you're not emptiness. Although there's no you, it's emptiness that's asking these questions. And emptiness is responding to it, saying that it's already empty. There's nothing to do. It's already
but,
done.
but if the emptiness is not
Go ahead.
well, I can't sense this emptiness, you know?
You will never sense it because it's empty.
So when
It's
it
a no.
feels like there is something to do, when it feels like there is something to do,
Yeah,
or there is something to achieve,
yeah. That's just a thought, and that's not
that's just
real.
a thought, but it's a thought that's like a storm, you know? It's like a storm. It's like spinning around and looking everywhere. Where is it? Where is it? You know?
Because it's pretending to be looking for something that it already. It's already it. It's looking for itself. So here it
But
is.
it can't realize this, right?
There's no one to realize this. It's already realized. It's not about understanding. It's not about finding. It's not about getting. It's not about practicing because it's already it. It's already instantly it. It's already automatic. It
And when
thinks that.
it's
Sorry, go ahead.
sorry, and when it's like it feels like it's not enough, you know, all
That's
what's
also a
happening, it's
thought. That's
that's
also a
also a
thought.
thought, but
Yeah. You will
oh my
never get
God.
anywhere. Yeah, it's all emptiness. Emptiness appearing as a thought that it's not enough. Emptiness appearing as seeking for itself. Emptiness appearing as Tamir. Emptiness appearing as Tamir with questions about is this it or this is not it, or I had a glimpse, but that's all emptiness. So all that there is emptiness. And no matter what you say, it's always going to be emptiness. No matter what you feel, it's always going to be emptiness. No matter what you see, it's already emptiness. No matter what you think is a distraction or a separation, it's all emptiness. So emptiness is playing itself in multiple appearances, but there's not really a multiple appearances because it's all emptiness. Every
Yeah,
illusion is empty. Every dream is empty. Every word is empty. Every time that you blink your eye is emptiness. So it's looking for itself, but itself is not Tamir. Itself is everything, including the illusion of Tamir.
yeah, but the labeling of everything is
Yeah,
happening by itself, right?
yeah.
But if it's stuck, like the labeling stuck in everything, like it feels real. And then what can
Is it really
happen?
stuck, Tamir? Is it really stuck? No, that's just another thought.
Um,
Just
yeah,
another thought.
yeah. When I perceive stuff, it feels like it's separate, you know? It feels like it's something by
Of
itself.
course, yeah, of course, this apparent illusion is going to feel as a perceived reality. Otherwise, I will not be able to hold anything. I'll be slipping into the walls and everything. There's
Yeah,
this perceived reality of this. So this is the real and the unreal appearing all at once. So this feels real. Holding this AirPod thing is real. But this is also 99.99% empty space. There's nothing here. That's 99.99% emptiness. Nothing there. This is this is impossible right now because this feels solid, but it's also not solid. This is space.
yeah,
This is silence that is appearing as sound. It's not real.
yeah. Sometimes I really sense the silence. It's like the silence is
It's
very
always
strong.
there. It's always there. You don't
But
even have to
sometimes,
sense it. Let me give you
well,
what silence is. Like in deep sleep, when you're sleeping deep sleep, it's
yeah,
silence, isn't it? When you're doing something that you love, it's silent. Like dancing, singing, or whatever. It's always silent. When I don't know if you drink or not, but when people get drunk and blackout,
yeah,
there's no one doing it. It's just body moving. It's just
yeah.
silent. Have been blacked out before?
Not really blacked out, but I've been through like really drunk times
Yeah.
and also psychedelics and stuff, but now I don't really do these kind of things. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what's being said here is that Tamir is an illusion. So when there's psychedelic, Tamir is not there. The body's just happening. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever is appearing is happening. So it's already emptiness.
Well,
It's
where the attention goes on stuff, right?
yeah,
When it focuses on some stuff, um, from my understanding, I'm not really doing that. It's happening by itself, right? The
yeah,
attention just goes to the object and
yeah,
focus on the object.
yeah.
But when it focuses on the object, the silence is like not there. I don't sense it. Like I lose connection with the silence, you
No,
know?
because you're trying to find silence. Silence is in everything. It
Well, I'm
doesn't need
trying
to
to
be
find
found.
something stable that
No, no,
doesn't
no, no, no.
change.
So that's a technique. So for 10 years, I did awareness practices, everything, right?
Yeah,
Focusing on going inward, gazing inward, all that kind of stuff.
yeah,
Um, that just brings suffering because it's in and out. That's duality. Let me save you the trip of 10 years of suffering and becoming a teacher. Um, when this character collapsed, there's no maintenance. There's just silence all the time. There's not even, there's silence as I speak right now. There's calmness here. There's this
yeah,
joy. There's laughter all the time. It doesn't
yeah.
have it because it's free. It's
But
absolutely
what
free.
makes it collapse? What makes it
Um,
collapse?
what there's nothing that makes it collapse because it's already collapsed. There's this illusion that it's not collapsed, and then there's this seeing that everything is already done. So the illusion that it's not collapsed yet is just an idea, it's just a thought. So when there are no thoughts, it's always collapsed already. That's what I'm
Yeah,
trying to say. The thought is that's why I keep on calling you out. That's just a thought. That's just a story. That's just a thought. Every time that the thought comes in, it almost obscures it. It obscures what is already obvious. That in the absence of thought, in the directness, in the intimacy of this, there are no thoughts. Thoughts are an illusion. Thoughts are just kind of like the blindfold of hide and seek. Like hide and seek, hello, peekaboo. It's
yeah.
always there. It's always there. So nothing really collapses. It's just a seeing that the thoughts are also it.
How is it also like
It's also emptiness appearing as thoughts.
yeah, but how
Yeah.
to see that? How to
Everything that you're saying and doing right
y-
now is it. Everything is it. Every time you have a thought, that's it. Every time that you have a feeling, that's it. Every time that you have sensation, that's it. Every time you taste coffee, that's it. Every time you breathe, that's it. Every time that you blink your eye, that's it. It's
yeah,
always it.
but when you say that, you like sense it, you know? You feel it.
Forget about sensing. That's a thought again. You're trying to make this into an idea. You're going back into the thought again, right? It's
Yeah,
always it. You don't have to sense it. It's always it. When you are crying, suffering, it's always there. When you're happy, drinking, it's always there. When you're crying at night, it's always there. When you're laughing with your friends, it's always there. When you are deep sleep, it's always there. When you are in psychedelics, it's always there. It can never leave. That's what I'm trying to say. It's always there. So you
but it
don't
doesn't
need to
seem like it. It doesn't seem
no.
like it.
See, that's another thought about it, right? It doesn't seem like it. It's, you're just coming up with you're cock blocking yourself, basically.
Yeah, I like the analogy. Um,
It's already done. It's already done. Like, even when you say, well, that's also it. That's also appearing. That's also emptiness saying, well, I don't feel it. That's also it. It's playing, it's pretending that it's not it, but it's always it. So stop pretending. Stop cock blocking yourself. It's not about an idea of what should be. It always is what is. It's not what could become or what focus in it. It's all bullshit. So what is already is this. This appearing as, I don't know what you're talking about, Emerson. It's this already. It's appearing, kind of like, it's pretending. But it's seen here, obviously, that it's emptiness there. Emptiness is trying to think, but it's all emptiness that it can think about. It's almost like it got sick and tired. It's like emptiness played a game by itself. I'm going to play hide and seek. I'm going to hide in time and space and separation. But separation, hide, and time is all emptiness. So what is being looked for seems to be hidden because it appears in everything. It's not really hidden. It appears as Tamir. It appears as Tamir's thoughts, ideas, feelings, sensations, hair, booger, whatever. It's always it. It's always it. And there's this narrative that it's not it. It's always it. So without the narrative that it's not it, it always is it. Just
yeah,
sit.
but there is like there is
Go ahead.
there
I'll
is
entertain it.
resistance.
That's
There is
that's
resistance,
also
and
emptiness resisting itself. Do you see what I'm trying to say? That's also emptiness resisting itself because it is still playing that separate hide and seek thing.
yeah, but
So that,
but if it's so full and it's so complete,
yeah.
why to do it? Like
Well, the answer is
why are you
the
doing it?
answer. The answer is also there. It's so full and complete that it appears as resistance. You just answered it. It's so full and complete it appears as whatever. It appears as resistant. It appears as cock blocking itself. It appears as a narrative. It appears as a thought. It appears as an idea that this is not it. It's so
Like
full and complete.
it doesn't care what comes with it. It's just
Yeah, it's always
full
it.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever it is it. That's why when people when they drop away, they're like, "Oh shit, it's always been this way," or they'll say like, "Oh wow, this is ordinary." It's a
Yeah.
relaxation because there's no more neurosis of trying to look for itself. It found itself, and it found itself as nothing and everything. It appears as everything. It appears as this. It's appearing as two people having a conversation, but there's really no two people here. The moment you shut down the computer, there's no Emerson. This is just an apparition. This is an appearance. This is not even real. It's like a dream. This dream is not happening. This is not reality. Reality is a perception. There's the perceiver and the perception are all an illusion.
So when there is failing and when there is like seeking,
Yeah.
The seeker is just how can I'm trying to think how to put it. Um when
Sorry. Sorry, go ahead.
when there is like seeking energy and the seeker is trying to look,
Yeah.
what can the seeker do to drop? You know what I mean?
There's nothing that the seeker can do because there's no seeker. These are just another thought, another ideas, another kind of like obscuring of what already is. You're creating a story now. There's no seeker. There's no others. Kind of like what I said in a nighttime dream, the moment that it's seen that everything is did not really happen, what is a seeker? It's also emptiness appearing as a seeker. So the
Yeah.
seeker is looking for itself. but
Yeah.
it thinks it's looking for a better self, but there's no self. This is an appearance. This is this is a hologram. This is emptiness. This is infinity right now. This is timelessness appearing at this conversation, appearing at this segmentation of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And emptiness
Well,
is already hearing it. It knows itself, but not in knowledge or something. It resonates with itself. Empty is resonating with emptiness because it doesn't need any explanation. It's like meeting itself all the time in the
yeah.
illusion of separation.
Yeah.
But emptiness like playing hardball and playing, cock blocking itself and creating all of this narrative. But I laugh because that's what emptiness does. It pretends to be separate. It pretends to be a separate individual. It pretends to be time. It pretends to be a time. It pretends to be a thought. It pretends to be separation. It pretends to be sensation. It pretends to be something's missing. But it's like a little kid playing hide and seek by itself with the hall of mirrors.
So there's just like, yeah, there is nothing happening, but it seems like it's happening.
Yeah, like a dream. So in a dream at night, you there's a feeling that you are real. There's a feeling that you're having conversations. You don't never question it. Sometimes in a dream at night, you're even kind of like flying or like, or dying or someone died. But the moment that you wake up, none of that happened. So this is still a dream. You never really woke up from that. There's a dream that you woke up in the morning. you booked you booked this, meeting with Emerson. You're still in the dream. So in the dream, everything that you're seeing is not real. Everything that you're feeling is not real, but it feels real. It feels absolutely real. If emptiness is going to have an illusion, it better be really good. It better feel absolutely real. It better have a realistic feel, or it's not worthy of emptiness.
Yeah.
And emptiness is so good at it that it keeps on obscuring, cock blocking itself over and over again. And it keeps on, this is interrogation, basically saying, hey, I know that you're emptiness. And you're like, no, no, no. I still feel separate. No.
Do you still experience fear? Like there is
No,
fear in your experience?
no,
No fear at all.
no. What's fear?
Fear is like a resistance to resistance to an happening.
There might be a jumping off a chair when I'm watching horror movies, but there's no lingering fear whatsoever, right? Because
Yeah.
everything is seen as an illusion, right? I got beat up, and then the funny thing is when the next day people were like, "Why are you walking your dog? Are you not afraid that someone will attack him?" Like, no. Or there was a time that I was like getting mugged with the knife. I gave the
Oh.
guy, he was looking for $50. I'm like, I have $100. You want $100? Because it's seen as an illusion. Even if, for example, he knifed me or something, even if there's pain and suffering, it's just an illusion. But it feels real. The pain is going to be quite painful. I had
Yeah.
broken ribs and stitches in the back of my head, but it's
Yeah, I
just
heard yours.
it's just a part of the dream.
Yeah.
Who cares? So
Yeah,
what?
there's no one there to care about this. Yeah.
No. Yeah. And there's also no one there. But there's a pretend happening. There's a, trying to, it's, it practicing awareness is child's play. It's the hide and seek. And it just maintains it. I did that for 10 years and I end up with a severe depression.
Yeah. Yeah, it could get depressing, yeah.
Yeah.
But
What everything is already free as it is, when everything is already as is, everything is already freedom. It's unconditional freedom. So what if it feels messy today? So what if it's shitty today? That's freedom expressing as shitty. That's freedom appearing as contraction. And there are days that it's just so wonderful. So when there's no one caring anymore, freedom appears as everything. Like this morning, dude, I was walking and it was so misty here. There was fog everywhere. I don't know, where are you, Tamir? Whereabouts are you located?
I'm from Israel.
Are you in Israel right now?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah,
Wow, that's beautiful. So I was like
yeah.
walking in this fog and I was like, oh fuck, I'm in heaven. Without the idea of what heaven is. The next person to me is gonna, like, hate the fog, I
Yeah.
see it I see it because there's no one here. It's emptiness seeing the beauty. Emptiness is appearing, it's as the sky. It kisses your feet every morning when you walk. You drink coffee, the bitterness, the sweetness, that's emptiness. You inhale
And
the air.
when there is addiction, like for something, for like I'm smoking cigarettes from time to time, and sometimes I get really like a really a um strong desire for a cigarette, and
So what?
so it feels like not natural. It feels like why do you need it? Like,
Well, you know what? It's kind of funny because it's just what's happening. It's there's nothing, no good or bad. The quitting drops away. So for example, when there was this Saint Emerson that was, like, doing awareness, there was also this sinner Emerson that was partying nonstop, smoking cigarettes, doing all sorts of drugs, partying for 4 days. And there's also this Saint Emerson that would meditate for 4 hours, 5 hours a day.
yeah,
But both are characters.
yeah,
There's nothing wrong or right about both characters. So seemingly, when this character was seen as just fictional, the meditation dropped, but also all of the addictions dropped.
yeah. It's all
But it does,
together.
yeah. So the holiness and the, all of that meditation and vegan, I started eating meat. I started dancing some more. There's this liberation and whatever. And then one time, sometimes when I feel like a cigarette, I'll have a cigarette, but I don't have any addictions anymore. Like last night, we went out for some appetizers with my brother and with my brothers and our friend. I smoked a cigarette. They were all smoking cigarettes, but today, this morning, I was like, oh, walking in paradise. Nothing matters. The body's either going to quit or not. There's nothing that you can do about it.
So when there is judgment,
Nisargadatta Maharaj smoked until he died of cancer.
yeah,
Do you know about that?
yeah.
I should not say this, but one of the radical speakers smokes like a chimney.
Chimney,
But he's
what is it?
happy. He smokes a lot.
Oh,
Another radical speaker drinks. Who cares? That's
yeah,
liberation. It's free to be whatever it is. So it
yeah.
appears as a Tamir that like the smoke appears, then that's what it is.
So
And
when
then
there is
all of that
judgment, like what makes the judgment drop? Like,
judgment just happens. There's nothing wrong or right about judgment. It's just a happening. Because what you're doing is you're
yeah,
judging yourself, judging others. That's a double judgment.
yeah. Oh, that's so cool.
Your judgment has gone underground. You're like, I'm still judging. No, you're judging your judgment, which causes suffering. So if judgment happens, it's okay. It's like, for example, there is a ripe apple and there's a rotten apple. So my judgment is to take the ripe apple and not the rotten apple. Is there something wrong with that? Nothing.
No,
The
nothing. Yeah.
judgment here is I hate that basketball team. and I love this basketball team because it's my team. Is there something wrong with that?
No.
No. So what's wrong with judgment? It's just an appearance. It passes, it appears, and it passes. It's like a GPS. Turn left or right. It's nothing at all. It's also emptiness appearing as judgment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm left with no words now. Like, I feel like I'm wordless. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you are wordless. You don't there's no words to describe who you really are. There's no individual you. Individual is just another idea or just a thought. You are
Yeah.
the entire dream. This is all you. And there's no you at the same time. Everything that you're perceiving is an illusion, but everything that is also being perceived is emptiness. So emptiness is just, it's just, it's just in heaven, reacting with itself. And heaven means that everything is accepted, good or bad, concept or whatever, shitty or not shitty. There's just freedom. It's the unconventional or the unconditional heaven. Nothing is rejected, everything is allowed. And everything is allowed, including judgment, including cigarette smoking, including whatever. There's nothing wrong or right about it. Um, when there is the neurosis drops away, that's what usually drops because it's done looking for itself because it found itself. Itself is everything. Itself is cigarette. Itself is is whatever. So
Yeah.
when it's done seeking for itself, then everything is just it's just what's happening. So what?
Yeah. Uh,
There's a retirement.
Somehow it's like appearing with so much power after the interpretations drop, you know, like when it's happening like from a clean point of view,
Yeah.
when it's just this, it's like so powerful. Like everything is so powerful.
Yeah. Well, it is really it is really just everything is already everything is already powerful, non-powerful. We're just using words. This doesn't even have any words. Emptiness
Yeah.
doesn't have any words. The unspeakable, the nameless is wordless. And it's appearing as words right now. Isn't that amazing? So
Yeah,
whatever word,
it feels like being a baby again, but
yeah.
yeah. Uh,
It's seeing things with a fresh eyes. There's no seeing and there's no seer. It's just this wholeness, right?
yeah. Yeah.
Whatever appears is just what is.
Yeah, pure perception.
Yeah.
But because I had so many glimpses and so many stories, like, and after the glimpses I came back to the person and back to the stories.
Yeah.
It's always coming, like it's always there in the back of my head saying, um you should secure this, you should make it permanent.
So that's so funny, right? Because permanent is
Yeah.
just another idea. It's just another thought.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just another separate idea. When it's always this. It's always this, no matter what. No matter if it feels permanent or non-permanent, it's always this. Everything is always it. That's basically it.
Oh,
Everything is
it's
always
like
it.
closing all the doors.
Yeah.
Like there's no more doors. Like there's door opening, but it's
Yeah.
closing immediately
Yeah.
because yeah. Wow, that's
That's
so good. Thank you so much for that. Like, yeah.
It's done. The end of story. The end of scene.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. I'm gonna
Wow.
stop this recording.